Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, Austin Cybert set to kick off. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. So now it's a great starting field position as well.
A first down throw for Winston. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 23. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye.
Singletary loses it, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 16 carries, 69 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, Winston. He completes this one to Mack. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Colts first down.
Here's Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Singletary to get the drive started, and he stopped immediately there. Chris Jones on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Good job. Stepping up by it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Bills 2.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of his end zone, Winston looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Joseph. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up, oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They run here with Singletary, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
On the ground, it's Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. It fights him off. And incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. And it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That one complete to Joe Reed.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. On 1st and 10, Winston. He sets to fire deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jameis again. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Throwing again on second down. Winston.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Winston now to throw on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Touchdown, Indianapolis. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that one goes down as a 99-yard kick return for 6 from the 1-yard line all the way to the house on the other end. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Winston. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Winston. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Now Winston. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate today.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss,
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
At the third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mack off the draw play. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Winston. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver, his 2nd sack of the night.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Singletary here running out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 32 on the play. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Singletary again. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Play action. Now it's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in touchdown city.
And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 20. A big play there for Indy. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
At the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Mack, draw play. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound.
And Winston lost the football.
Let's go.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From the gun, it's Allen going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
But look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. A field goal does him no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The shotgun, it's Winston.
We'll get that complete to Reed. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Allen and the Bills now. Down by a field goal. 1:16 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Allen to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They go right back to Mack. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Winston. They'll run the screen with Mack. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete.
Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver.
That'll bring up second down.
It's second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Now Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.